Hello, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. About a week or so ago, I put out a 5-minute motivator called Goya, G period, O period, Y period, A period. And Goya is an acronym for Get Off Your Ass. And I had a lot of really cool emails on that particular episode. People were enjoying it, and not only did they enjoy it, I was getting some emails about individuals that were actually putting a lot of the information, even though it was only 5 minutes, into practice in terms of a sense of urgency. And that was the moral to the story, a sense of urgency. So I thought it might be wise to expand on that a little bit, because for every one email that I got, there's probably about 20 individuals who liked what they heard but simply didn't send me an email on it. So that means there's hundreds of people, maybe thousands of people out there that liked it and probably want it more but didn't tell me about it. So I'd like to begin this particular episode of the 5-Minute Motivator by asking a two-level question that I ask in my live training quite a bit. When is the best time to plant a tree? And I'll give you the answer to that very quickly. It was about 20 years ago. You think about it. Trees provide shade. Trees provide food via fruit. And if you want to enjoy the benefits of a tree, of either shade or fruit, the best time to have planted it would have been 20 years ago. But here's the important second-level question. When is the second best time to plant a tree? And the answer is now. Now. Yeah, granted, maybe you're not going to be enjoying the shade or the fruit for some years, but when is the second best time to plant it? If you didn't do it 20 years ago, now is the best time. What are you going to wait a year, 6 months or a year before you plant it? That's only going to be 6 months or a year longer before you're enjoying the shade or the fruit. Okay, so if you buy that, and you buy that answer that the second best time to plant a tree is now, assuming you didn't plant it 20 years ago, you've probably also bought into the notion of a sense of urgency. And I think that in general, individuals need to develop that sense of urgency. And if I can put it to you, if I can give you an expression that's kind of a synonym to that, a sense of urgency, it's the eradication of procrastination. That's what we're talking about. Stop making excuses for why we can't do something. That's the biggest issue that I find in coaching and in live sessions, when I hear an individual say, I'd really like to get this done. And my response is, well, why don't you do it? And then I get the yeah, but. Well, yeah, but, and then everything before the but is meaningless, and everything after the but is their rationalization for procrastination. Now is the best time. Now is the best time to start. And I'm going to tell you something else too. When you develop the mental mindset, the attitude of doing something now, it's motivating. It causes a sense of self-motivation to occur, where you start to kind of like rock and roll a little bit. You're ready for whatever's going to happen. That's the notion of the sense of urgency. That's the notion of nowness. I stopped using that term some time ago because it was getting confused with other words, nowness, but it's N-O-W-N-E-S-S, nowness. It's being able to figure out what has to be done now. So folks, I'd like you to think about this as a logical extension to Goya, and what it really means. It's very, very simple. Develop a sense of urgency. I wrote an article some time ago called Leaders Have a Bias Toward Action. Kind of the same thing, okay? So what I'd like you to do is to think this through. Think this through today. That's why these are only 5 minutes long. It's meant to give you a little bit of crunchy granola to chew on. Think this through and understand what it's going to take for you to develop that bias toward action, to develop that non-rationalization toward procrastination, to develop that nowness. How many other ways can I say it? Okay, do what needs to be done. When you're finished, then you can enjoy that time to do what you would like to do. This is Bill Shaka, thanking you for attending another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Don't forget, like, share, comment, and don't forget the 5-Minute Motivator membership. Talk soon. Bye-bye.